Apathy. Why hold on to what isn't yours? So empathetic while they're apathetic. Take on the cloak of our shame so we can carry less. Surely you don't need more. You have enough. Empathy. Always the giver. Why not play for keeps this time round? Round and round the Ferris wheel, round and round the sun. Another one bites the dust. Where we'll all return one day. Why not say sayonara to the ones who hate change? You're glowing. Not like Kylie, like Moses coming down the mountain. And they just can't shake. The golden calf. Idol worship, adultery, and fornication of their souls. But yours, pure and unwavering. They ask for bread. Maybe this time, pocket it. Take off the cloak. It's hot out. It's summertime. Some of us are wearing other people's shame like a cloak in the wrong season. It would be like wearing a heavy winter coat in the summertime. That's how out of alignment this is that I'm talking about today. This is other people's apathy. It makes me think of that movie, Other People's Money. There's something about greed here. And that was coming through in the poem itself for me. But I feel it's more, it could be financial greed here. I'm hearing for some of you, there's people that look at you like a cash cow. They could have been used to sucking the energetic life out of you. They could have used you as a scapegoat. I have a reading talking all about being a scapegoat. If you want more on that, they could have used you as a scapegoat for their shame, for their pain, for their sorrow, for their grief, even for their responsibility. You could have been or are still working through this concept now of like if somebody does something wrong, like say somebody cheats on you, but you say sorry. I'm sorry you cheated on me. Well, that's how some people will make you feel. They'll do something and then they will give you two solutions. This is a control tactic. It's called a double bind. I also have a reading talking about double binds where it's damned if you do, damned if you don't. That's what master manipulators or just regular old run-of-the-mill manipulators will do. They'll give you two options. They'll say this or that. And if you don't pick this or that, well, that's the only option. You need to pick this or that. They could give ultimatums. But many times these things are unspoken. They're just in our reading right before this. You can see it yesterday. It's called Them. And spoiler alert, we had the Queen of Cups coming up as the collective. Now, a Queen of Cups is the type, because she's so empathetic, that would wear the shame of other people, take it upon herself. Now, let me say this quickly, and I don't want it to get misconstrued. Christ consciousness. We have Metatron's cube here. There is a complexity to things, right? Jesus, not to get religious on you, took on the shame of the world onto himself, took the sins of the world onto himself, and transmuted those things, right? So I'm not saying that it's not possible, especially if you are someone who's like an energy healer and is a master alchemizer, transmuter. I'm seeing the Temperance card. You could be the type of person that you're so good at taking your own emotions, your own shame, your own issues, and transmuting them into happiness, into yellow, into joy, into confidence. Like you could be somebody that takes your sadness and turns it into art, or makes it funny, or like you know how to use, or you're working on this, you know how to transmute and use your own pain to your advantage. So you might think, well, I'm going to do that for other people too. You could even feel like, oh, it's easier for me to just do it all. Like they can just put all their crap on me, I can transmute it, then everybody's happy. But this is the thing. With the sorts of people that I'm talking about, the ones who are apathetic and that don't deal with their shame and that don't take any responsibility or accountability for their own lives and put it on everybody else, those people, they will never stop. They will never be filled. They will never be satisfied. So basically, this is setting you up for a lifelong paradigm of being a scapegoat. So other people's apathy becomes your personality. You might have even, say you're in relationship with somebody like this for a long period of time, family, friend, lover, coworkers, whoever, who are apathetic, who put all of their weight on you. Over time, you might lose the ability to separate. You might become so enmeshed with that energy that you start to believe that you're the sad one, that you're, and we all have our own sadness, right, guys? There's nothing wrong with being sad. You know, that's part of life. And I have a lot of sadness myself. Why do you think I'm able to write the music that I do and speak on the things that I do? But I've learned to transmute that stuff into, alchemize it into art, essentially, is how I've done it. And I'm sure that a lot of you have your own ways. But if we take this role of being someone's punching bag, somebody's footstool, wearing somebody's cloak of shame for them, and just being like, oh, that's okay, just because I can, because I'm a Queen of Cups. Yeah, look, there's that sun energy. That's going to sap your happiness. It's going to take all of your light away. You could be dealing with energy vampires. It's going to take all your light away to the point where there is no sun anymore. It's just a gray day, and you forget how to get that back. So for some of us, we are in the process of getting our light back, which is this week. It's this yellow. Getting our pieces of our souls back, finding ourselves again, after overly identifying with either a past version of ourselves with this Five of Cups, because this could be us as well, and there's no judgment here. I've been in this position many, many times myself. This is either a past version of us, that cloak of shame, or it's coming from someone else who projected that onto us. We forgot where we ended where they ended and we began, and vice versa. It's like it's a meshment. There was like no separation. We have the Ten of Swords. Remember how I said at the beginning something like somebody cheats on you and then you apologize for that? There's a dynamic like that coming through here. Now, it's not going to be that for everybody, because for some of you, this is like family and stuff. But with this judgment energy, and I've been getting this judgment in all of my personal readings and my private readings for myself, it keeps coming through. We're in a time of things are being judged, meaning evaluated. It's like a soul review time. So the people that got away with, or seemingly got away with, not taking accountability for things are now having to be faced with everything that was done. It just is what it is, guys. The Devil and the Ten of Swords. So we're facing our own toxicity. It's like the devil's looking in the mirror, right? It's like we're looking at our own. There's me. Where am I? Where am I? There. See, sometimes it takes a while to find your own shadows, right? But once we find them, if we're brave, we'll look at them right in the eye and confront them and be like, that's me. I accept myself. And if I need to make amends, or if I need to stop doing this or that, or I need to detach from that, then I'm going to do that, right? We can't make other people do those things, but the universe is lifting up the divine mirror. And once that happens, that cannot be escaped. I'm hearing something about an escape plan. These people who are apathetic, these people from your past, most likely, people that you could feel soul bonded to. I'm not saying these are all bad people. I'm saying a lot of the time we love these people. That's why we let them put that cloak on us to begin with, right? 4 cards. Hello and welcome back to the Metamystic Show. It's great to see you guys. We are on our 3rd poem of my 4-poem series. It's a short poem album with 4 poems on it called 4. I'm titling it 4. So this is our 3rd one of the 4 set. And it's called Apathy. But it's a nuanced message, because this is not your apathy. Well, maybe it is for some of us. But it's more like an aspect of us. We're facing an aspect of us that's been apathetic. And this other side of us that wants to come to the forefront, that wants to be happy, that wants to live, that wants to express, is coming face to face with that apathetic side and saying like, hey, like I'm willing, like I'm ready and I'm willing to face this. I want to heal. I want to be happy. Or this is someone else that we're realizing possibly we're even having to separate from people at this time. Back to our first poem, talking about you are not alone. In that reading, we talk about separating. Spoiler alert. We talk about separating 8 of Cups from the Devil, walking away from things that are toxic. And this could even be disconnecting from toxic parts of ourselves. And toxicity, it can be a form of apathy, where it's like we just let something go on so long that we don't care anymore. Like we're numb to it. And that can happen to all of us. This is not an indictment. This is just, with the Judgment card, it's an awakening. It's an understanding. It's a seeing the truth about something that we possibly couldn't see before, whether this is about ourselves or someone else, or how we're being affected, and just being honest and being like, I don't want to live with this heavy cloak of darkness over me anymore. I want to live. I want to be free. I want to be able to express myself. I want to be who I am without shame and live in my authenticity and live in my truth, whatever that means to me. All right, so let's get 4 cards on that. Welcome back to the Metamystic Show. It's Missy Gordon, the Metamystic here. Mixing it up this week with a little poetry, just like the old days. I used to put out, there's the Queen of Cups from our reading right before this. I used to put out poetry all the time on my ministry channel. I called them prophetic poems, and that's what these are here, is they're channeled, and I just know when it's like automatic writing, and so I call them prophetic poems, and so I'm going back to that again. I haven't done that for a few years, and it's good to be back. I missed this part of myself, and that's what these messages are for. It's to help us gather all these parts of ourselves that we could have lost along the way, because maybe we became apathetic, or maybe we were around people that were putting their shame onto us, or their sadness onto us, or their weight onto us, so that we lost ourselves. 1, 2, 3, and 4, our outcome magic card. 6 of Pentacles with the 5 of Pentacles and the 2 of Cups. For some of us, this was in a relationship dynamic that I'm talking about here. We could have felt like alone or left out in the cold. We could have felt neglected. We could have felt unseen or unwanted in some sort of relationship dynamic here. For some, the person that you loved gave to someone else. I did talk about cheating at the beginning. It's not that for everybody. Cheating for me is a spiritual concept. It's not just fucking somebody. It's a way of being. Like, if somebody's gonna cheat on you like that, if you have a commitment. Now, I'm not saying, we live in a time where we can do whatever we want, right? I'm talking about there was some sort of a commitment here, and if somebody has a cheating mindset, this is what I see it as. It's a poverty mindset. It's not necessarily always just as simple as, that's the 7 of Swords, they cheated, they lied. Why? Why did they cheat? Why did they lie? 5 of Pentacles. You could have been in a dynamic with somebody that they felt like you were the prize, Ace of Pentacles, and that blew up their ego. They didn't like that. So they could have given to somebody else, whether that was cheating or whether that was putting you down in some way, 5 of Pentacles, or withholding from you to kind of make you like chase them. I'm seeing something about being with a person that always wanted you to chase them. So they wanted to switch up the dynamic by possibly, making it look like, for some of you, they were just making it look like they were like they wanted to be with somebody else, or they were flirting with somebody else, or texting somebody else to make you feel insecure because they saw that you were untouchable. I'm hearing that Beyonce song, you must not know about me, you must not know about me. Irreplaceable. Is that what the song is called? Never for a second get to thinking. It's irreplaceable, right? Regardless, the energy of the song coming through is this person knows you're like irreplaceable. Like, you are very valuable, so they wanted to degrade you in some way. Again, it's another 5. We started with the 5 of Cups. But here's the actual culprit. It's the 5 of Pentacles. The 5 of Cups is a long time coming. It's a reaction, but the root is actually lack. The root is I'm not enough. The root is I need to make someone feel less so that I can feel more, because I'm seeing the Strength card. This person felt like you were, and it doesn't have to just be one person, guys. This could be a theme throughout your life, in your friendships, family, lovers, where you're like, why does this stuff keep happening to me? It's because people see what you are, and it shatters their paradigm with the tower. For some, with this Mars energy, people could have intentionally, like, slammed this feeling into your soul. They wanted you to feel like you were less because they felt that you were more than them. Our reading right before this is called Them. They felt like you were more than them, even if you didn't feel that way. Because why would you if it's a Two of Cups? Like, a Two of Cups is, I love you, I see you, I acknowledge you, I'm happy to be here, right? Something in this dynamic shattered somebody's ego, and they didn't like that, so they wanted to switch up the dynamic. And for some of you, it's like they could have used, I'm hearing for some, they could have used a mental illness, or like they could have used their mental health. Like, say they do struggle with depression with the Five of Cups, and I'm not a doctor, I'm not diagnosing, I'm just saying it's like an energy. They could have been like, how dare you, like, you know how bad I struggle, like, they could have guilted you, and that's what I'm trying to say. It's like they use those fives against you, like the Five of Wands, competition. Like, this person or people have been competing with you. That came through in other readings this week. They felt less than, and they automatically assumed that you thought you were better or you were more when you just showed up. We can't control how people perceive our light, but what we can control is how we perceive our own light and how we handle challenging situations like these dynamics where things could rise up in people that we don't expect. Like, with Mars, it can be like war, violence, competition, trying to purposely, intentionally hurt another person to make them feel like you are back where you belong. Like, they want you kneeling down in front of them, if you know what I mean. So if you're not in that position, and I feel like for some of you, you're more than happy to be in that position, you know. It's like there could have even been something like that here, where this person like withheld like sex and stuff from you with the Five of Pentacles to make you feel like, to make you question yourself, like, am I like not attractive? Am I ugly to this person? Like, are they not into me? For some of you, I'm hearing you were questioning, like, are they gay or are they straight, or like, there's something here where that's what this person wanted. They could have even like set up a plan, because I'm seeing the King of Swords, to make you feel, I'm hearing they wanted to make you beg for it. And not in like a sexy, kinky way, guys. I'm saying, like, this is not hot, guys. Remember my reading right before this? I was saying, this is why I'm hot. This is why I'm hot. It's like this person could have thought they thought they wanted to take you down a peg. They thought that you were so confident and so full of yourself. Even if you don't feel this way about yourself, you could just be like shining in your light, and you could be a humble, like, kind person with the Queen of Cups. But this person was taking it as this like Six of Wands in the reverse energy, like, I'm better. But they just wanted the power and the control. Like, if anything, they wanted to be this man with two people bowing before them. This person has like a complex for some of you. And for some, this is like a family member. I know this is sounding a little bit gross, but it's the energy. It's like, because I'm seeing like a man, like, say these are two brothers and a mom. It's like the mom wanted like both the brothers to like bow down because like the husband wouldn't, or something like that. these dynamics can get a little funny, guys. So it's just the energy. It's like someone wanted to be in the power position, and since they weren't, they had to break down your confidence bit by bit over time, is what I'm getting, to get you to submit to some sort of paradigm. And what I'm seeing is for some of you, you're breaking away from that. And that's why they're like freaking out right now. Card number one, Two of Pentacles. They wanted to split you in two. See these two? This could also be another. Wanted to make sure I didn't mute my mic because there's like a touch sensor on here that you can mute. So yeah, I need to watch that with these Italian hands. But this could also be these are not two different people. For some, it can be for some people where it's like they're putting you in competition with like a sibling, another person, if this is romantic or whatever, so that they could be the one who divvies out the energy. But for others of you, this is just both you. They wanted you split so that you would feel split. Like you would feel, I'm hearing for some of you so that you would feel crazy. Trigger warning. Like somebody here wanted to make you feel questioning yourself, like why aren't they this anymore, or why are they saying that, or like am I not enough, or are they cheating on me? Because for some of you, they didn't cheat. They just wanted you to think that, to get you in your head so bad, to like it's mind games. I keep seeing the King and Queen of Swords. You could also be like not talking a lot with this person. There could be like a communication issue. And you would think King and Queen of Swords, they're swords, they're air energy. They would be the most communicative, but sometimes the King and Queen of Swords can be like the classic scene in the movie where like the married couple is sitting at the table and they're just like silently eating their dinner, and you just hear like the sound of the fork hitting the plate. And it's just that ominous silence because it's a cold interaction. Colds, this blizzard, it's cold. It's like this person could play silent treatment with you. So it's coming off as apathy, but it's deeper than that for some here. That's what I meant by they were weaponizing like a mental health issue. Like this person could actually struggle with depression, like a lot of us do. I'm diagnosed with depression. But I don't play these like crazy ass mind games to get people to like bow in front of me. I don't need to do that. Neither do you, and that's the problem. They're jealous that you don't have to do all of that in the back end to get people to submit to you. We don't think about things in terms of submission. That devil card that came in the first reading, that could be referencing that. It can be control, power dynamics, codependency. This person could have even had you in a compromised position. You could have been like pinching pennies at one point, or you could have been like overworked or trying to juggle a lot. And in your desperate like time of being frazzled, this person could have been like, they could have like just suddenly stopped helping you with bills, or they could have held, I'm seeing them holding like a carrot and being like, well, you know, my name is on your car, or technically I own this house and you just live here. And it's like, but it's your home that you built together with the Two of Cups. It's like this person could have like threatened you. It's this Mars energy. Like they wanted to make you suffer. For some of you is what I'm getting. And they just wanted to sit back in the darkness and revel in that, and then show up like, what are you talking about? With the Page of Cups. I almost said King of Cups. So this person might be a water sign, or it could just be, you're the Queen of Cups, like I mentioned earlier. How do you like this jeweled crown? See, I feel like this person thinks of you. They look at you as somebody who thinks that you deserve like princess treatment or something, but it's like, no, I just like the headband. Like that doesn't mean anything about what I think about myself. I'm just using it as an example, guys. I'm just saying it's dumb stuff like that where it's like they could be like, what do you think? You're some like princess? And it's like, first of all, why can't you be a princess in the relationship? Um, if I was dating you, I'd treat you like a princess. Even if you're my freaking friend, dude, I'm gonna treat you like a princess on your birthday. Like I'm gonna think about you. I'm gonna think, what sort of flowers do they like? What's their favorite dessert? I'm gonna make it for them. I'm gonna like ask my friends. I got a lot of Leo in my chart, and I always do these like I like to give gifts. So I'm just saying as an example, this doesn't have to just be romantic. It's like you could just be a Queen of Cups type that just likes to give to people, and this other person is seeing you in a funny light, guys, because they're apathetic. They don't believe that people can actually just be full of this sunlight, full of this is my honeybee shirt, by the way. Subscribe to my honeybee channel if you haven't already. That's where I put all my music. New music coming out soon. See, this person could think like, oh, you think you're so full of yourself? What with your little music and everything? It's like, I've played music long before I knew you, sort of a thing, just as an example for you. That would be like somebody saying that to me. Like, what do you mean? Like, they think you're trying to like be something that you're not or something, but this is just you. So, anyways, card number 2 is the Star. See, they hate this. They hate that. They think that you think that you're the star. And you are, guys. That's the thing. And I feel like that's what this reading is trying to say, is that in a way they are actually right. You are the star, but why can't they be the sun? You know, why you can have a sun and the star, and when you have a sun and star together, that to me talks about like fame, fortune, attention. Like if you have somebody in a 2 of cups, whether it is romantic or platonic, with the Ace of Pentacles, that's like you will continue to create opportunity upon opportunity upon opportunity because you're both shining in your own ways. Maybe they don't shine in the same way you do. We all have different gifts. We all have different ways that we express, but I feel like this person is jealous because you're doing all the things that they don't have the courage to do. I'm seeing the Strength card again. And we have the solar plexus with the yellow. That's all about confidence. That's all about shining your light. There's something about this person that is jealous that you do that. But they could do that too, but there's something about their apathy that takes over, and it's almost like they're too numb. I'm hearing that song. I've become so numb, na 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 na, become so numb. And guys, that happens. I felt numb too. Like after my brother died a few years ago, and he died tragically. He died of an overdose. He was only 27 years old. I was numb. I'm still. You never get over a death. I'm just saying, it's like I understand numb, and before he died, I understood numb as well. I have struggled with a lot of things in my life, trigger warning, self-harm, my sexual identity growing up in a Christian home, like whatever. There's like I can write a whole book on like the stuff I've been through and come out the other side of, and I feel like a lot of you guys are that way too, because this star energy, it's a healed energy. It's like you have healed, and that's why you shine, because your energy has been purified by your suffering and by your pain. See the waters? It's like you've passed through the waters of sorrow, like all of your tears, the 5 of cups, the apathy, the sadness, the detachment, the grief, the suffering, the process. It's like you went through the process, and there's something about this person that is stunted, or they're not brave enough to go through it, or they don't want to look at it, or they simply just don't want to do the work. And we can't force people, guys. We can't force people. So all we can do is send our love, or we have to like detach. Because for some of us, we are wearing this person's energy or people's energy like a cloak in the summertime. It's like we're sitting out in the sun and we're like sweating because it's just so uncomfortable. It's so like claustrophobic feeling as well because it's not your energy. And we can love people, but you can't like fix somebody else's insecurity. They're trying to project this onto you by force. Like they're trying to force secretly this like shame and anger and insecurity and stuff into you. And for some, into like your children with the Ace of Pentacles, if this is a romantic thing, because this can be like a pregnancy, this could be having a child. Some of you already had a child from before, and it's like this person is, it's like their energy, their energy is just like everywhere, guys. And it's negative, and you're not their therapist, right? Card number 3, yeah, 3 of Swords. This is that. It's not saying we don't have empathy and compassion. That's why these messages are nuanced, because apathy for me is like sadness, depression, insecurity that has festered over a long period of time. This could have been like the original sword through the heart moment, and you could have even been drawn to this person because you're a healer, like, oh, I can heal them, I can fix them. I've done this many times with friends, with lovers, with family, so I get it, guys. But this could be a part of our healing, is that we realize we're attracted to people who are wounded because we feel like we can heal them. And I'm not saying that that's not a beautiful thing, but if somebody's coming to you, like say you are like a Reiki master and they're coming for like energy work, and they're like paying you for that sort of a thing. It's like, say somebody's coming to you and saying like, hey, I'm really struggling with anger or like insecurity or like issues in my relationship, and they're coming and paying you for that. It's like, that's a different dynamic. Like they want to be well, they want to heal themselves. But if you are in like a close relationship with somebody who not only do they not see a problem with themselves, they see a problem with you. So not only are they not asking for your help, they don't want it, but they're actually starting to change the way you view yourself, because they are projecting everything they feel onto you to make you feel how they feel inside, because it makes them feel more comfortable and more in control for you to be the one down here and they're the one up here. That's how they like it. So yes, they are actually like, this person or people who I'm talking about they're not lying. It's not that they're like totally just cold and calculated with no heart and no emotions, but they actually do have pain, and they actually, some of them really do need healing, and we can love them. But don't let yourself get split to the point where I'm seeing like the sword through the heart and then trying to like pull the sword out, and the top part breaks off and the rest of the sword is still stuck in there. I'm also seeing an analogy of like a tick. Not to be gross, but years ago, my dog Maggie, I loved her. She was a Cocker Spaniel. I miss her so much. Saying hello to Maggie on the Rainbow Bridge. But she loved to go outside, obviously, and she would get ticks, and you would have to like go like this on the tick and like kind of spin it around so it would get disoriented and you could pull it out. But if you just try to take a tweezer and pull a tick out, their like legs and body and stuff, not to be gross, can get stuck like inside the dog's skin, and it can cause like infections and all sorts of issues. I'm seeing something like that here with this person. It's like, I'm seeing you literally having a solution and being like, I know how to get this tick out of you. And they're just like, it's like I'm seeing them with like all of these ticks, and you're like, I know how to heal you. And they're like, you're the one who's broken. You're the one who should be bowing down to me. It's like this person has pride. Like they don't want to be healed, guys. So we can't force somebody's healing, right? So I feel like that's been a lesson for a lot of us here. Card number 4, our outcome magic card, is the 10 of Wands. And see, this is the outcome. You're going to continue to feel this heavy weight on you, staying in connection with these sorts of energies. And that's just what it is, guys. It's not to be negative. This is a judgment moment for some of us to just sit with this information. Like if this is a partner that you're currently with, or if this is a friend, like a longtime friend or a family member or something, because we had the 6 of Cups. Like this could be somebody you really love and care about, right? It doesn't always have to be some like person that you hate and stuff. It might be for some of you, and you might be wanting to get out of like an abusive situation, but for some here it's more complicated because you do care about this person, but they're draining you. You're exhausted. You can't carry this anymore. And this is just a moment to like think this stuff through and process it, like awaken to the fact that you feel this way and that we can't force people to process things the way we do, right? And also, it's part of your calling to be this healer, to be this star energy, right? And you don't have to be like a professional like Reiki healer or something for this to apply. You might be, because I know some of you are doing that stuff and doing that work. But some of you, it could just be your presence is just healing. But people have to want that presence. It's like there's something about this person that they love you and they love taking your energy on and replacing their energy with yours and putting their energy onto you and taking your good energy. Like they like that. But what they don't like is that they see that you're this star. They don't like that you get attention. They don't like that people like you. They want to be the star. They want people to bow down to them, but they're not doing the work to get there like you have. You don't just get a free pass. There's a reason why people have this like addictive energy that everyone's obsessed with, that all of us tarot readers like to talk about, because it's just true. It's like that's what this energy is. It's star energy. It's not a compliment for somebody to be obsessed with you. It's just part of this energy, because it's not about us being so amazing, even though you guys truly are. You really are, and we got to give ourselves more credit, but it's not a pride thing. This is a powerful cosmic energy that flows through your veins. You are connected to the stars, literally. You're connected to the cosmos, the planets. So you're feeding that energy through you, and everyone can have access to that, but it requires us to bow down before who is above us. And there's something about this person that just refuses to see anything beyond their perception of apathy. So what's the solution, please, with the 10 of Wands, other than the obvious, distance yourself? If you can't, then just at least be aware that this is how you feel, so that you're not like, what's wrong with me? I just saw 40/40 when I said that, 4/4. Like, why do I feel like this all the time? Like, I should be happy. Why am I sad? Like, I like my life. I'm grateful for my life. Like, I have hope in life. I believe in miracles. I believe in love. So why do I feel like this all the time? Now we can just have a bad day, right, guys? I had a bad day. Da-da-da-da-da. But it could also just be this person's energy. So that's basically in short. And we can forget what's our energy and what's other people's energy, especially if we're seeped in that for a long time. It's like kimchi. We have the 5 of Cups here, and I just dropped it and it went into the reverse. It's like this heavy weight and this sadness and apathy and grief and all that stuff. It's like only way to get rid of it is to set it down in some way, and we're learning how to do that. Can I have a little advice? Because it's different for everybody. You don't have to completely separate. Um, but just at least be aware that this is how you feel. And then you can begin to move from that space of awareness. Yeah, we have the 3 of Cups here. It's like you want to celebrate. You want to be happy. Like some of you are just saying things like I just want to have a good fun summer, and some of you, for my friends who are on the other side of the world, it's not summer for you, but just pretend it is. It's like you want to have fun and joy and stuff, and it's like this person literally gets angry at you when you do. So for some of you, you might honestly feel like this person is a karmic. I'm hearing a karmic enemy from a past life. King of Wands, 10 of Wands with the Wheel of Fortune. For some of you, this person is putting all of their weight and burden on you, and it's affecting your finances. It's definitely affecting your happiness. The Emperor wanted to come out with the 10 of Cups. For some of you, this is like, and the King of Swords. This is some sort of old dynamic. I'm hearing something about like dynastic. This could even be like a past life thing where you were like a second hand to the king or something. And these are 2 masculine energies. Or this is like a father wound with the Emperor and the 10 of Cups. Or this is just some sort of paradigm that you learned growing up. Like maybe it's something like, oh, the man gets to be the one in control or whatever. And, you know, people can live how they want to live, right? You know, I have all my opinions about that stuff, but this is really what I'm looking at, this 6 of Pentacles stuff and the mind games and the King of Swords. Remember I mentioned him earlier. There is a justice element here. There's a balancing. These are both cards of karmic balance. So for some of you, this literally is a karmic. For others here, there is like a third party situation, or it's like this person's talking about you to like their family or their friends, or it's like they're painting you as the depressed, crazy person. And it's very toxic, guys, for those of you who are relating to this. And we have the King of Cups. So with the Hermit, this would be the advice. Get in touch with your heart. That's what we're doing this week, right? And I know we're talking about solar plexus, which is like our confidence and our drive and our ego and our power and all of that stuff, right? Our star power with the star, literally. But it starts in the heart. So, and it starts in the quiet of the heart with the High Priestess and the Hermit. And see, that's where the spark is with the Ace of Wands. But sometimes it's okay to just sit quietly and just be in awareness of how we feel. It doesn't mean you have to make some crazy moves in your life. Like if you're in a relationship with this person, or it's a close friend, or it's a family member or whatever, it's not always just, we throw this stuff around on the internet so much these days, like, oh, just separate from them, just go no contact. But sometimes it's not that simple for people. We own houses together, assets, you know, their businesses. We've been together for 10 years. There's kids involved. This is your mom, or, you know, it's not just so simple. Right? It took me many, many years and a lot of steps to slowly over time remove myself more and more from dynamics that were toxic for me. So it's not just a black and white answer, guys. This is just a matter of like being in awareness of how you feel. And this is showing that this energy isn't yours. Not saying that you don't also battle with sadness and overworking and being burdens and stuff. We all do, but this is on top of that. We all have our own parts to play in life. So if this person wants to be the one who's like the head of the house, or the one that's in charge with the Emperor and the King of Swords and all that, or the one where it's like they have all the power and you kneel before them, maybe, and this is going to sound controversial, head on over to Shira Seven's channel, right? Now, if you want to be in that sort of dynamic, they better be. Where's that money at? Because if they want to be the man of the house and all that shit, and you know they want to be in control, they better be paying all your bills. That house is bought. You don't have to work anymore. If they want to play those traditional roles, fine. Then you just get to be, and this could be two men. I see gay men on Shira's lives all the time asking about their relationships, right? So it's not just man and woman. I'm just saying, if they're gonna play this role, play it, honey, play it. All my bills better be paid, house better be bought, car better be paid for. I have my hair appointment later today. I don't have to work anymore. Fair is fair. Six of Pentacles, justice. Now, that's not everybody's cup of tea, but I'm just playing devil's advocate and throwing that in there because fine, if this person wants things to be traditional and be that way, cool, but if you're going to play the other side to that role, then it's Empress, Emperor, Empress. You know what I'm saying? So just, there's nothing wrong with people wanting to play out certain dynamics, and I'm queer, so you know what I mean? I'm not traditional to begin with, but that doesn't mean I don't understand that there are certain roles that people like to play. If you want to play, and I'm not saying play as in it's fake, I'm saying this energy of somebody wanting to be this like lord of the castle, but they're not helping you with bills. They're threatening you. They're saying your name is not on the house. They could kick you out at any time. They can take your car away. Like, they're hiding your keys. Now, this is not for everybody. I'm just saying in the extreme. It's like, no wonder you're burdened, honey. And I could be talking to a straight man. I've seen some women doing the same stuff to men. So this could be a family member. This could be like, a controlling parent that, I don't know, like helps you with money or helps you emotionally. Like, you go to them for advice and they want to like lord over you. Whatever this is, guys, the solution is to spend a little time getting in tune with your heart, how you feel, and then seeing where you want to go from there. Right? So I love you guys. It's been Missy Gordon, the Metamystic here. Remember, you can always listen to the Metamystic Show on Spotify and Apple Podcasts every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 9 a.m. EST. We're doing a couple extra episodes this week, but we'll be back to the normal schedule next week. If you want to book a personal, you can always send me an email. And I want to thank everybody who donates and supports the show. And thank you again to those who donated to get this beautiful new mic for the show. Thank you so much, everybody. I love ya, and I will see you on the next one.